Today I'm going to talk about the biggest block to your intuition. Here we go.
This is your life, no one else has gotta live it. This is your fight that only you can win.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Freedom Friday, where you learn how to free yourself and live your dreams. I'm Darian, your certified spiritual rock star. And if you're new here, of course, welcome. If you'd like to get videos just like this one, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that bell for notifications. All right. So I think that today's content is actually sort of a no-brainer, but for the first time, I think in my life, I know it experientially. And so I really wanted to share it with you guys. So this week has been quite an interesting week for me when it comes to my intuition. So very long story short, my intuition has sort of opened up quite a bit. I have a much greater awareness of some things. We will just say that for now. And what I've been noticing is that the accessibility of my intuition, of the, we'll call it this soul compass, right? The accessibility of clarity from my soul compass, it can get clouded when I am doing a few of these things. And it's actually not something I'm doing action-wise. It's things that I'm thinking. It's thoughts that I'm entertaining. When you are trying to gain guidance, if you feel lost in the world and you feel like you're not being guided by spirit, these are the things that are going to need to be washed away in order for you to gain clear messages, clear guidance from the source within you, okay? And that is doubt, fears. I know this stuff is super fucking obvious, but I just feel like I need to talk about it. Uncertainty, and here's a big one that my source and my little soul helpers have been really driving in on me, is cynicism. I know, you guys, I know. So what I noticed was when I just relaxed, trust myself, believe in myself, emanate the vibration of absolute certainty. Doesn't matter what's going on in the world, whether I have a reason to be certain or not, or if I have a million reasons to be uncertain, doesn't fucking matter. What matters is me or you entertaining the thoughts and vibrations of uncertainty. Because when we entertain the thoughts of uncertainty, we then vibrate with uncertainty. You're not going to get clear messages in the vibration of uncertainty. And again, I know that this stuff is like super no-brainer, but for me, like I said, for the first time, I experienced this. I get it in my whole everything, in my body, in everything. And we tend to think that you can sort of get by doubting yourself and having these little bitty fears and uncertainties and like, okay, I don't know if this is gonna work, or I'm trying to manifest this thing, like just feeling this weird uncertainty. That very uncertainty, the confusion, you just entertaining those thoughts, even if you have a reason to be confused because you felt lost your whole fucking life. I don't know, it could be anything. It could be something terribly going on with your life right now. But the fact that you entertain the thoughts and vibration of confusion, of uncertainty, that right there, not the thing that's happening to you that you think is causing your confusion, or that could be causing your confusion, but you entertaining the confusion, you vibrating with confusion and uncertainty and doubt and cynicism. Sorry, it's like an inside joke. You entertaining those thoughts and vibrations are the block to your intuition coming through and your soul navigation system coming through and saying, go this way, do this, think this, feel this, talk to this person. Here's your guide. You're not alone. Hey, I'm here. We're all here. Right? Like that connection, the connection to the source within you. It's being blocked because you are entertaining doubts about yourself. So here's what I'm telling you, is that you have to just fucking believe in yourself, even though you've had no goddamn proof. I'm not saying you've had no goddamn proof, but even if you've had, in your own mind, no goddamn proof that you can believe in yourself. Even if the whole world has told you that you can't. You have to decide, no matter fucking what, that you're going to believe in yourself, that you're going to trust yourself, that you're going to emanate with absolute certainty. You're just going to feel certain just because, even though you have no reason to feel certain, because the moment you feel certain, now I'm getting all riled up. The moment you feel certain, that is when you have a clear channel and access to God. Because this has been my mantra all week. In God resides certainty, which also means that in certainty is creation. Certainty is the beginning of creation. God resides in certainty, and in God resides certainty. And so when you reside in certainty, you reside in God, your connection to all things, and the power of creating in your life. It is the beginning of all things. It should be the beginning of all you choose to create in your life. Manifest. I don't care if it's joy or a car. I don't care if it's a physical thing or a non-physical thing. It's all the fucking same. It's all non-physical things. It's all vibrations. So I don't care. God doesn't care. Nobody really fucking cares what you're choosing to create. You care. You care, because when you're creating shit you don't care about. And how do you know you're creating shit you don't care about? This is when you get connected to the source within you, and then you know, right? So this has been a practice of mine all week, because let me tell you, I'm like psychic visions when I'm certain, when I'm clear. I get it. I'm seeing everything. I've been like talking to dead people. It's real fucking crazy. It's been a crazy week, y'all. But when I allow my fears to and they creep up, the fears, the doubts, they're all going to creep up. And I've been just like pushing them away like clouds. Push away the doubts. Push away the disbelief, the fear. And my mantra has been in God lies certainty. In God lies certainty. I am certain. And I've also been saying things like, I trust myself with absolute certainty. I choose to trust myself with absolute certainty. And it's so funny. I think like now that this sort of like portal has opened up for me, that's like a long story, but now that this portal has opened up for me, I sort of look back on my life of all the years I've felt, yes, I've been intuitive forever. I've always been intuitive, but not like this. Not this clear, which is a little crazy for me, but amazing. And I'm grateful. It's who I truly am. It's just me being who I truly am. But I've sort of like gone through life and all of this, like learning how to manifest and reading all the books and coming to a point where I've become a teacher, teaching other people how to manifest and get in alignment with their soul, finding their truth within them, healing themselves, all that shit. Somehow I have gotten by not believing in myself, doubting myself, not trusting myself in most of the areas of my life. And I'm sitting here like, now that this whole portal's open and I'm like, I see a lot more than I did before. I understand things a lot more. I'm like, how on earth have I made it this far? But it's something that was so subtle. I think that I think so many of us have been bred to not trust ourselves. I mean, come on, we have our parents doing way too fucking much for us because they don't believe that we can do it for ourselves. And this is sort of like, this is our parenting culture right now, at least in America. I don't know about other countries, but I can only imagine that we give birth to these little children and we look at them as these really weak, incapable, helpless little things. And then we create an identity for them. And then me, as the human being with free will of choice to be able to pick up that story or not, I just did as the Romans did, and I picked up the story just like everybody else does. And I didn't trust myself. And it was this underlying little tiny fine line of mistrust that I had for myself that I had not noticed until I ascended, until I had a big psychic awakening, really, a psychic awakening. And my fucking crown chakra blew right open. That sounds weird. But y'all get me, right? And it's like I had to ascend to look down and kind of see that, like, oh, these little clouds are like, not only are they not serving me, they are highly hindering me. They're hindering my ability to see anything, to have this clear connection. And I've just been entertaining them. So that, my friends, ladies and gentlemen, is the biggest thing blocking your intuition right now. So I want you to start to practice trusting yourself. I want you to start to practice having absolute certainty. I want you to start to practice this. And I think that I'm going to leave it sort of open-ended there because I really would love to continue this conversation on Facebook Live today on Friday. What the F is the date? What's the date? The 18th, May 18th, 2018. I think that's the date. I hope so. But the very day that I'm putting this out, Freedom Friday, I'm going to be doing a Facebook Live. I'm feeling what time? They told me 4:20, which is really funny. I don't smoke weed, but 4:20 p.m. Eastern Time, 4:22 p.m. Eastern Time. Sure, that's when we're going to go on. How's that work for everybody? It probably doesn't, but whatever. It's just going to be what it is. And you could watch the replay if you feel called. But I want to continue this conversation over there live with me. And I'm thinking I'm going to be doing this a lot more often, where after the Freedom Fridays, we're going to be having a live discussion about the Freedom Fridays, which is going to make you have to watch them on Friday, the day that I put them out, so that we can have a discussion about it. I don't know that I'm going to do these weekly, but it just feels good to me. And then we can go have a discussion about it on Facebook. So my Facebook is Darien Empire. It's just facebook.com/Darien Empire, the same as this channel. Just copy and paste that bitch. I'm sure there's a link in the description here of my Facebook. Yes. So let's do that. Make sure you guys like this video if you want to see more of these, if you want other people to see more of these, because obviously the more likes, then the more people will actually see these on searches. And I definitely want to teach people how to have this crazy psychic awakening that I've had, which has been super insane. But awesome at the same effing time. So there it is, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that I left a whole bunch of dings and light bulbs and question marks over your head that you can discuss with me over on Facebook Live at 4:22 p.m. Eastern Time today, May 18th. 2018. I really hope it's the 18th. If it's not, it's around that. I don't have a calendar in front of me, guys. Wait, I have my phone. Let's just make sure of this. Okay. Yes. May 18th. I will see you then. And if you don't join me, which you absolutely should, then I will see you next week for our next topic on Freedom Friday. Bye, guys. Mwah. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, because if you're still watching and you're not subscribed, you probably should subscribe because you've watched this far. I feel like we're cool now. We're kind of excited. You should subscribe so you don't miss a video. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you get your notifications, because these days I feel like you subscribe places and you don't get any notifications. It's like you still got to search for them, which I hate doing that if it's people that I love. So you got to hit that bell for notifications. Got it? Also, don't forget to find me on Facebook for the Facebook Live today, meaning the day that this video is being put out. And as I said, I'm probably going to be doing this a lot, where we continue our discussions on Facebook Live, just because I fucking love the shit out of you guys, and I love having one-on-one, not really one-on-one, but more interaction with you. All right, guys, and I can kick off your freaking weekend. Hey. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Although on Facebook, they don't let me play music that's not mine, so you're just gonna have to hear my music. Sometimes if I feel frisky, I might even play a song for y'all. I don't know. All right, guys, I have spoken enough. If you would like to watch more from me, here is a video from the archive. You just click it. Depending on what device you're on, there might actually be a video here, right here, around here, and then you could just click that and it'll take you somewhere. All right, bye guys.